Right Honourable Lord Durham by Letitia Elizabeth Landon. What are the glories which on history's page make nations proud? Not that her fleets can sweep like fate above the ocean, not that lands more mighty than herself yet own her sway, not that her armies might subdue a world, not that strength sits within her walls and wealth pours its abundance forth. These are but means and humble instruments to work renown. Look to what use she puts them. Does the flag extend protection? Is the sword but drawn for righteous uses? Does the strength supply force to the weak? And does the wealth relieve the want which follows it? England, these things are now demanded of thee. Far away a ship is sailing over northern seas, and in that ship is one who comes from thee, an English statesman, one who lately stood and pledged himself to the immortal cause of the unalienable rights of man. He goes, and in thy name and with thy power, to greet the Czar, he whose far rule extends even to Asia. Will he hear no word of wrath to the oppressor and of hope to the oppressed? And will he raise no voice, O gallant Poland, in thy generous cause? A fearful state, that of society, when all its natural order is overthrown by the overwhelming pressure of some fear more terrible than death, and by some hope desperate but determined. When are changed all common rules, children have thoughts like age, while men merge every aim in one attempt, and all hands grow familiar with the sword. E'en woman leaves the couch by which she watched, the lute which she leant, the home which owned to her its happiness, and seeks the trench, the guarded wall, or mounts the fiery steed. The sabre glances, and along the line runs the red flashing of musketry. The cannon shakes the ground. She trembles not, her whole sweet nature altered by despair, but stands the ground and dies as heroes die. This was the struggle. Then the triumph came of the ferocious victor. Blood was poured like wine at some gay feast. The fire aroused a wild illumination, for it came from castles, destined with a morn to be a heap of ashes, and from cottages the clustering wine would never cover more. Crime and captivity were common things, and torture strange were heralds unto death. 'Twas an unequal struggle, but for that should a free people have bent down the knee? Is the expedient then our own law? Must we give up the right, because we feel that we are weak and the oppressor strong? Forbid it, England, by thine own great self, by thine own yet unviolated hearths. By the proud flags which in thy churches wave, each one a victory by land or sea, witnesses and thanksgivings to that God, whose arm upheld thee. By thy future hopes of peace, of plenty, and of liberty, let not thy minister go forth in vain. The fate of Poland now is at thy will. The autocrat will hear and heed thy voice. England, my glorious country, speak and save.